Hi everyone, I thought I'd pop in today since I missed Friday again, and I am so sorry about that. I've been very busy and exhausted, and there's been so much going on, and yeah, I apologize for that, but I wanted to pop in today and just say hi and also answer a couple of the questions. I was listening to the videos and Millie's question, what's your favorite devotional? I actually, if you could call it a devotional, at the time I really liked it. It was the Chicken Soup book. And it was Chicken Soup for the Soul. And I used to always read Chicken Soup for the Soul, Chicken Soup for the Couple's Soul. And it was more of a universal devotional. It wasn't exactly a Christian, because they do have a Christian one. But at the time, I was just reading the love ones and the ones like that. I wasn't really reading the Christian ones, but I really did like those books a lot. They had a lot of quotes that made me think. I don't have my book with me. I wish I could read some that I liked. But then Nina's question on what's your favorite gospel. I like Matthew because of the analogies that Jesus uses, the parables and the things that he uses to drive a point. I really like that, and I know that's not the only place you see parables, but I've been, I like those. And yeah, I like parts of all of the Gospels, but yeah, I do like that part of Matthew. And I thought I would pop in today and just talk a little bit about 9/11, since today's the 10-year anniversary. I wanted to make a video kind of addressing this and to get you guys' reactions and maybe responses, because I would be really curious to know what we all were doing that day. That day, 9/11, 2001, actually I bet a lot of you were just younger and you probably don't remember, but those of us that do, or if you remember, if your parents even talked about it, like what they were doing on that day, that would be really interesting to hear too. But yeah, on September 11th, 2001, I was driving to work, and I just heard it on the radio. That was where I heard it first initially, was an airplane hit the World Trade Center. And I thought they were joking. That's what I initially always think when something crazy is happening. I'm like, oh yeah, funny, haha. And turn the radio channel and see a better station. Turn the station. They were saying the same thing. So I turned the station again, saying the same thing. And I was like, are you kidding me? Whoa. Like, this is crazy. So I just kept turning the stations. And, 15, 16 stations, they were all saying the same thing. I get to work. We were all sitting around discussing it. And we decided to close our store. because, excuse me, because we were so distraught over it. We didn't know what to think. We definitely didn't want to be at work during that time because we wanted to see what was happening, and we were afraid of maybe something happening in our town, which we were in the Detroit area, so the chances of that happening were very slim. But when something major like that happens, people start to panic, like, what if that happens to me? So we were like, well, we need to go to our loved ones right now. That's what we were thinking. We need to go to our loved ones and be with them. So a lot of people did that in the town. We just went home and just watched the news and watched it all unfold. And at that time, I would have never thought it would have turned into what it is today, the war on terrorism. I would have never thought that was the first event of it. Excuse me for coughing. I have a cold. So yeah, and I don't think about it a whole lot because there was a lot of tragedy, and my reaction when a tragedy happens is to just totally block it out and just, like today, I have not turned the TV on once because I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to relive it. But I know that sometimes there's lessons in tragedies that we need to learn, and there's things that we need to do that God is trying to teach us. Excuse me. Okay, I'm so sorry. I don't want to redo this video, but I really need a drink of water. So I'm walking to my water and getting it. So, excuse me. Anyway, so there's lessons that God wants us to learn. And I'm trying to think of maybe what some of those lessons were that He was wanting the world to learn. And I actually cannot think of any. I have thought about this for like all day, and I mean, the only thing I can think of is that He wanted us to come together as a nation and defend ourselves. That's the only thing I could think of. Maybe bring us together, because we were taking a lot of things for granted. I mean, we always do as humans. We just take things for granted until things get taken away from us. So that's the only thing I can think of. So I wanted to hear, that's my question, is where were you how old were you, if you don't mind that question? Where were you, or where were your parents, and maybe what was going on in your life or their life at the time when it happened? So that's my question. And yeah, so, and I also just wanted to give you a little bit of stuff that's been happening with my week that I kind of need prayer about. I've been having a lot of problems with my health insurance. I tried to take my daughter to the doctor last week, and they were like, "Oh, you don't have insurance right now." I was like, "Are you kidding?" And I thought I had no insurance, but then later on I found out that we did have insurance. It just got changed, and we didn't even know, because we were, with the union. It was big. So I'm still relieved that I get that, and I didn't know it, but I wasn't going to be able to I thought I wasn't getting my fluids anymore, so I tried to skip a week. I'm not feeling very well today, and I'm just really short of breath, and I know I'm dehydrated, and I can't hydrate back, and it's just like, ugh, I've been losing weight again, which normally is a good thing, but not the way I am. And then also we've had a couple things happen. One of them I don't really want to say just because I want to protect this person's privacy, but it's a family member that's been going through a really hard time, and I just need prayer for him. And then trying to think of the other thing. There's so many things. Oh, just that I get my fluid situation straightened out. Because once I do lose my insurance, I don't know what I'm going to do for IVs. Because a lot of people I know, they're uncomfortable with helping me, and, I don't know what to do about it. So I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to get my fluids, because I really can't function without it. I've had a hard time at work functioning. I'm afraid that I might lose my job just because I can't do what I'm supposed to do, and I've been making a lot of mistakes that I normally wouldn't make. So I'm starting to kind of backslide a little bit again. It's frustrating, because I know how good that I felt, and now I'm just so frustrated that I can't get that. It's like my state right now that I'm in Texas, we're in the middle of a huge drought. We're in this drought that's been happening since January. The whole year has just been one big drought for us. Now they're restricting our water. And now I feel like my fluids are being restricted because I don't have money and I don't have insurance and stuff like that. So I feel like I'm having a drought in my body too. I know that's kind of cheesy, but it's true. But yeah, so I'm just freaking out a little bit about that. And I'm just not that emotional about it because I'm just so tired and blah feeling. So, yeah, if you guys can pray about some of that, that would be great. And yeah, just curious about what you guys thought and were doing on 9/11. And I hope everyone is doing okay. I will try to make my video on time this week. So I'm going to try to make a plan for it. So talk to you later. Bye.